Whoa. All right, greetings. Thank you for joining us tonight's channeling. As usual, now we go to messages and go into Q&A. All right, blessings. And here we go. Greetings, this is Gaia Energy to you all. Yes, much transition as your souls are advancing. Timelines are getting stronger with you. As you're bringing manifesting a new world, eventually, it will be into your environment. Yes, the hurricane situation, there are much weather anomalies across your planet, as you're aware. And as the human consciousness are pulling a lot of this to themselves. Not all of it, but some of it is needed a lesson to be learned for not everyone, but certain individuals that need a life change. And these weather anomalies are there to bring it, especially in California, the fire situation. But there will be a time when none of these anomalies will be happening anymore, as you will have more control over the weather patterns. That will show that humanity is at peace with itself. So yes, these weather patterns are not just done by manipulation, but it's more part of the human consciousness wanting to grow. It is like, yes, a test like you have in school. It's a very tough test, but not your test on paper. It's your test of life. And yes, not everyone's going to go through these, but it is needed. For many reasons, of course, even for relationships to be brought together and relationships to be broken apart. And many do go on new journeys because of these weather situations. Send your love and energies to you. Yes, as many of you will, connect to Agartha, but you're bringing Agartha into your reality here. You using your abilities brings Agartha into your third dimension, healing the third dimension, making it more fourth dimension. So anytime you use your abilities, you are bringing a fresh air to this reality. Blessings to you. Greetings. We are the Carians. I am Mendelson. I'm a bald eagle being of the sixth dimension. Yes, we are not mentioned often. We are known, but we are connected to, for those that know us, connect to us often. But the majority is still unaware of our existence. As yes, we are the bird people. One of them, at least, as there's many species. Yes, there's many of us on Mars at this time. As yes, that is a cradle that maybe you say the children broke out of their cradle and came to Earth. Cause their disruptions as you're experiencing now. I realize we are neutral beings. as we are not there to get in the way. We are, yes, part of your DNA. Well, yes, of course, you can say we were, yes, assistants as for creating the reptilians, but the reptilians a lot of ways created themselves with our help. And of course, they tried to take down their master. Well, not our master, but their friends, family. They even came after us. Let's go after everybody. Because they wish to learn from everyone. So yes, they are aggressive. But there's so much more to them that it's not fully understood. And yes, they are connected to the dragon people, of course. Which a lot of reptilians did create the dragon people. That's for another time. Well, yes, we are part of the hybridization programs. We are assisting your hybridization program. At this moment, we assist much of the grays. As we might not always agree with all species, but we do assist them in their creation process of hybrid children, hybrid beings, your hybridization. Many more are going into the human form. But we're here to assist your questions, whatever they might be, whenever you are ready.
Thank you for being here, Mendelson.
Yes, greetings.
How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
Great. So our first question is from Mary. Mary.
Yes.
And her first question is the following. My husband has a phone interview tomorrow. How do you foresee it going?
Very well. But as for a decision being made by those that are the decision makers, they have many candidates they're reviewing. So I believe you'll get an indication of some kind that it went well. I mean, I believe it will go well. But as for the answer, is in limbo even right now, from what we are seeing. So we say to continue on for the hunt, the job hunt.
All right, thank you. Her second question is, are there any messages for me from Source, Higher Self, or anyone from my celestial team? She wants a message from somebody.
Well, yes.
Thank you.
Your higher self says you don't give yourself enough credit. You're kind of hard on yourself on many occasions. This comes from a previous incarnation of many mistakes, and it kind of went into this world. Of course, now you're connecting more to your angelic side. So we say to connect more to the angels to help you heal that side of you. And more the angelic energies will strengthen around you. You will feel more levitating. You'll just feel like you're going to fly, you could say.
Great.
Over time. Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure Leela is next. Yes, Leela.
Okay. I would like to send blessing to the galactic viewers because I know they are watching Hukola, and I hope they are watching Ivan too. So blessing to all who are listening to us in the galaxy. The blue avians, are you the blue avians?
No, we are the Carians.
So, but you are
eagles.
bird and they are eagles. All right then.
We are eagles. They are a different type of bird.
I know they are blue. Okay. Can you give me a message from Enki, if he's available?
One moment.
I know.
Well, there's a lot of personal messages there. I don't believe he wants to go into those. Well, his energy surrounds you, assists you in your well-being. He does take you into astral. He just shows you his Enki's point of view. And also, and more, is assisting much of your psychic intuitions to increase them. As you're getting more fitted into your natural and your talents, more will come through as you'll feel more of a sixth dimension energy. So yes.
Does he want? Can you ask him if he would like to talk to me in private?
Oh yes, of course. I believe that's what you prefer.
So I will do that. And the second question will be message from you, the eagles.
Yes, you are used to having wings. from your previous incarnations as a dragon being, as an angelic being. Wings, I believe you prefer to fly with wings instead of just, some beings just fly without wings. I believe the wings are brave. They bring you protection. They just bring you just, is what you are. Even in Astro, do create your own wings, different types. Some are dragon. You do, yes, go into a dragon form in Astral. The reason why you do that is to get attention. Now, you do shape shift from like a regular person into a dragon if needed. And there are worlds, medieval worlds that you're connected to now where you're bringing much assistance. Especially with the weather. There are many beings on these medieval worlds. You can say they're Syrian worlds where many that are hard-headed. So you are dealing with a great amount of that at this time.
You know, the third question is maybe important. If I would connect to the dragon's energy, could I influence hurricane? Could we influence?
Yes.
Could
you
I
can
send?
blow it away?
Blow it away or send to a different place?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You might feel some struggle from that hurricane. It's like, I'm not going anywhere. You can do whatever you want. But you never know. It might decide to let you do that. They can be stubborn.
Yep, I know. Thanks.
Yes.
Up next is Kingsley, and I have his questions.
Yes.
His first questions is greeting. Well, his first statement is greetings. His question is, when I'm working on my telepathy, I think I put a bit of effort. Any advice to make it more effortless?
Positive words, positive vibrations, love and light. The more love you put into those words, it can be romantic, it can be sexual if you want it to be. Whatever love, definition of love, you will see it go quicker, feel it go stronger. You'll also feel others receiving it a lot quicker. So I would, and those that have more of an intuitive awake, if those are totally shut down, they're going to have difficulties receiving. But you never know, of course, that you're working with.
Can it be just regular love for humanity kind of love?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right. His second question, he would like to know if there are any messages for him.
Yes, he's breaking down many barriers as he sees around his friend's situation. From what I see, at least the group that he's around, they're not, I believe they're tapping into his vibration. So they're feeling his energies and getting understanding of where he's coming from. I'm not sure if there's anybody, how many are around him, but he's in a closed group from what I see, and they're picking up on his vibration. It could be one person, but getting an idea of how many are there, but that's what I see.
Interesting. All right, thank you. Up next is Amran, and his first question, he would like to know if there are any messages from his guides.
Yes, he's been connecting much with the Arcturians recently. There are crown jewels of the Arcturians that are in, there are Arcturians in the third dimension that he does connect to. Arcturian worlds. And he is like a, what his guides are saying is like a crown prince in that reality. It is a one of royalty. It is one that is aware of this planet, at least by myth, not necessarily by their own senses. They have not fully moved up in the higher fourth, but it is not one of, it is one of, as many of you are trying to understand yourselves, that's their society. Without violence, without war. It's just conversation constantly. Even it is verbal and through telepathic, I believe you can connect to that planet. Blessings.
Thanks. His second question is, when I do spiritual practices lately, I see a bright white being standing next to me who feels like an angel and something more than that. Is he my higher self? And if so, does he have a message for me?
Well, I see this as a tall white being, which can show up as an angel. So yes, is your higher self is giving you different aspects of you that you have not quite connected to in the past. So it's giving you a different. It's basically, I believe, it's tall white. So you're giving you that. That's an aspect that has not been you have traveled through very often for soul discovery. I believe you will reach maybe some barriers because they like to keep themselves quiet, but it is an area that I believe you will connect to more often. That's the message.
Thank you. Up next is Brian.
Hello, hello. Greetings.
Yes.
This
Greetings,
is Logan.
Yes.
My first question is, I woke up today and I felt really tired, and I felt like I was like gone for a long time. Can you tell me anything about that?
I believe it's because of the weather situation. You are with the Zetas, but not just because you went through many vortexes through this hurricane that's going on. Seeing different scenarios, but it's much more is a galactic connection going on there. You're also connecting to the Yael from what they're saying on a casual. So there is a journey going on, a mission. They're not going into full details, but it has to do with the weather of the planet, and also the Earth is changing timelines. It is going to government too, a more crystallized timeline, one without drama. You have some time to get to that one, but you are connecting to the future, basically, is what I see. Blessings.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yes.
And my second question is, are there any general messages for me at this time?
Yes, you are upgrading your chakras. That's another reason why you had that visitation. Yes, you're going into the channeling vibration as you need to, but it will come. You will do what you need to do as for that. A lot of it is just community, connecting with others, and what other message that needs to come through will come through automatically from what we are seeing. So we do see you connecting to many in your future, even now. Basically, because you're going to give them understanding from your point of view of what's happening with the world. So you might be minding your own business, and all of a sudden a message will come through. I think you already experienced that somewheres. So it will come more often in the future.
Thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Up next is Daria.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Yes.
So I just don't know what to ask. But because I already know a bit about hybrid children. Yeah, good.
It could be about, yes.
You might want to throw in some handy stuff for me if you have any messages. Personal.
Well, I do see you, but I see you around the duck beings, the duck people. You wonder where your sense of humor comes from. A lot of it comes from them.
Nice.
It is similar to your Daffy Duck. If it would be a duck, it would probably be that one. That one's kind of insane, as you can see. If you had to have an example. So basically, the ones have completely lost their minds. At least we group one categories it as. So yes, that is a channel message from the universe. A lot of these came from Sirius. The reason where these messages. So the duck beings or they have their own universe, and of course, this is one of your connections, not all of them. But that was one place you spent a lot of time. And yes, you have civilizations similar to yours, not exactly, but similar. And it's a place, yes, you can get very serious and then quite the opposite. So a lot of the ducks are known as for humor, for reasons to kind of get humans out of their funk. So
that's so cool to hear.
Yes.
And yes, I do occasionally connect to the Carians here too.
Yes.
So, well, okay, then I have a personal question regarding. No, I won't say it. So, if you have anything, a funny pocket, anything else that might be.
Well, yes, with the archons you've been dealing with a lot recently, you do take, they kind of lost their humor and their personality depending on what archon it is. So you kind of you put them in a new reality where you add some color to their personality. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going, and a lot of politicians are connected to these archons. Basically, those are very serious. They're very opposite and astral. And you kind of help them keep at least one side of them humorous, and even cause scandals around them to kind of loosen them up in this reality. Usually it's sex scandals, because it's the only thing that seems to get their attention. Bill Clinton, for that matter, part of that. Is there? Yes.
Well, thank you, and have a awesome channeling.
Yes. Blessings.
Blessings.
All right. Up next is Miguel, and I have his questions. His first question, he would like to know if there are any messages for him.
Yes. As an angel, yes, he's moving up the ranks. As he basically is taking up more responsibility. Eventually. Right now, he's still warning the Earth's energies, especially the moon. As this is a moon very unusual compared to other moons, as you probably heard through the conspiracies, which is most of them are very true. It's used against your planet that's very unique to other worlds. So yes, you connect to much of the Earth, but I believe the moon is one of your main focuses. Of course, everything's your focus, but the moon plays a big role in your soul evolution of understanding this world, because it's causing a lot of people difficulties. So the more you understand it, the more you can heal it. And if you send energies to the moon, that's for anyone, for healing, I imagine you'll feel a difference there. Even pull back from it, because there are beings there that don't want it to be healing. Blessings.
Thanks. Miguel has a second question, and he would like to know if he should go to Germany next week. Is it a good time for him to go?
Yes, I believe it'll be fine. Without seeing any difficulties there.
Great. Yes. All right. Up next is Dragon.
Greetings.
Dragon. Two, three, four. James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings to you.
I have a question that's kind of dumb, but there's a lot of people that are like nostalgic about like the 80s and 90s and stuff. Is that bad for people that are on a spiritual path to connect to?
Those of the 80s and 90s, not necessarily. They're connecting to what brings happiness to them. As you notice, the 80s and 90s are bringing happiness to them, and the modern world is not really giving them what it's not serving them enough. So yeah, that is a spiritual connection. Yes, it does take them out of the modern world. In a lot of ways, that's not so bad. There are 80s and 90s worlds that you can connect to if you wish, where everyone's wearing bell bottoms. Have fun with that one.
Okay. My second question: what kind of beings are around? What kind of beings are around me? And,
yes,
your message for me.
Yes, your galactic. Notice how you're sneezing too. Yes, you've had a battle with reptilians recently, and then throughout your past incarnations. Now you have connections with us at Carians, as yes, reptilians in our relationship has not exactly been the best. You connected much with the Andromedans for healing, but even there, it's basically, you've had a difficulty with reptilians. Basically, you do not follow them, so you broke away from them, so they kind of been chasing you like a gang ever since. So no matter who you incarnate with, they follow you. Now in this incarnation, you're facing them. You're coming to their world. So you're healing a lot of that. Yes, there's a lot of layers there, but you have Pleiadian energies protecting you. But it's part of you that you will face over time. If you have any inner demons, it's coming mostly from them. From past life connections. Yes.
Like from hearing like negative voices sometimes, is that them?
Yes. Yes. They're interfering with your guides. Yes, they are. It's just a counter attack, and you just didn't follow their way, and so they've been kind of, they want to bring you back into their league. So that's what's going on there. So you can heal this, and if you face it, you heal it. It will take some time. I believe you'll have some closure with them.
Okay. Thank you.
Blessings.
Thank you. Up next is Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Greetings.
My first question is, I know I'm doing crazy stuff in Astro, but I came into a 3D body with a lot of abilities, well-rounded, generally above average in a lot of things, including psychic. And I don't feel like I or a lot of people are being utilized the way we should. Instead, a lot of times we're being used for people for their personal gain, or company gain, or things like that, instead of things that can truly help the world. And I'm wondering how long it'll be till people start taking better advantage of the gifts we bring in.
Well, yes. To give you, I believe you have ideas of your galactic lineage, but what I see is you're actually a high vibrational Arcturian. I know you have other connections, but Arcturian seems to be the strongest, from what I see from my point of view. And yes, as you are aware, there's many manipulations going on their planet. A lot of that's through, reptilians. Reptilians get a gag out of it, they get fun out of it. Not necessarily the Archons are very much involved, but mostly it's a reptilian. There's other beings that are involved. But yes, when humans are starting to tap out of the manipulations, when they see through the light of themselves, they let go of the fear and let themselves, it's like let the present open up of themselves. When it's up to them, there will be encouragement, but many generations will find it easy to connect to their guides, their angels. This generation, as you can see, is hardcore third dimension, so there will be light with many of them, but many of them are going to deny their own talents, they're trained to. They're trained to have no talents in that field, as you're aware. Blessings.
Thank you. My second question, any messages for me specifically from the Carians?
Yes. You come in as a galactic alliance to protect the Earth. You are connected also to, you can say, the outer rim of the Earth that's not necessarily seen in the third dimension, but basically where all the alien beings get together and have their conversations. They're on their ships. They're all kind of conglomerate together. Sometimes some might get a picture of it in space, but it's usually a lot of galaxy ships all bundled up together for many different reasons. You can call that the outer rim. It's outside your Earth. It is not. It's on the other side of it's far away from your moon. But it is where many galactic forces are together to make the plunge into your reality. That's a weird word I'm using, but what is going on is with your energies, yes, is a piece, somewhat of, what do you call it, diplomat. You can talk to many species through projection, through hologram, part of the galactic, UN, as your Earth would call it, to cut down the dark. You're one of them, at least from my point of view.
Thank you. Up next is Liz.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Okay, I have a question about a couple of days ago. There was a shutdown in several of our observatories, stellar observatories.
Yes.
And but some people posted online their own observations of the sun, and there was like thousands of ships coming out of the sun or around the sun. Would you talk about that if it's possible?
Yes.
Who are they? What are they doing here?
Yes, your Earth is going to a new timeline cycle. You have not fully experienced it at this point, but there's many future timelines that are being repaired, healed for your arrival into it. Not necessarily alien connections. Yes, and as for physical, not quite yet, but a change from the old regime. You're moving from one alien regime to another, actually, through your government that you're probably not fully aware of. As you realize there's a lot of reptilian energies there, but you're going to more of a, some are too keen on the tall whites, but more of a Palladian vibration. It's been kind of there, but you're shifting to more Palladian than reptilian. That's why you're seeing the Democrats and the Republicans. Not to say Republicans are perfect, because there's a lot of reptilian energies there, but that is the switch, as you're seeing.
Yes. So. But about the ships that were picked up on camera around the sun, can you tell who they are?
Well, yeah, there are many different species. Yes, what they're doing is clearing out the negativity around the sun. There's much more than what time travel was done there, too. Basically, interference with your Earth with the sun. They're clearing. That's one thing I can say at this time.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Blessings.
Blessings to you, too.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my list here. Okay, so Bobby is next.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
Blessings.
Yes.
I have a question. I was recently visited by a red dragon, and I've been feeling connections with dragons from the east, and I was looking to see if the red dragon had a message for me, or if the Dragon Collective wanted me to know anything at this moment.
Yes, you're going through your third eye. You're removing a lot of fear, because you have a lot of fear from the past, fear of your own power. So back of your mind, part of you wants to keep your power kind of in a safe place. You ever see on you have entertainment, at least because we can go to fiction to give you ideas. So some people connect to power, and their power kind of explodes out of them. You've had that in the past. Understand this is for written history, or either way, it was in the past. And so you've been working on, so you buried it, and now they're slowly easing it back through. So I believe there's a manipulation there. That's why that occurred. It's like somebody flipped your switch, and you didn't know you had one, and everything kind of went nuts on you. That's from what I see. So that was during more of the Atlantean times. Atlantis going into third dimension. It was during that time.
Okay. There was a session that I was in where the person said I was engulfed in fire.
Yes, there it is. Yes.
And well, is that kind of like with the dragon energy, the fire that's inside of me?
Oh, currently, yes. Okay. You're starting that engulf, but it's kind of like a match. It might seem like you're engulfed with fire, but it's not fully powered up.
Okay. All right. For my second question, is there anything the spirit would like me to know, or have any messages from the higher dimensions?
Yes, you're letting go of the past. You are realizing there's layers you might not fully understand, not just from this life, but other lifetimes that have not been mentioned, and you're clearing a lot. So there is a bridge into it's more you will like heal the past lives. It doesn't mean you have to know what they are. You will see yourself open up more to this. And also your connection to the sun is very powerful. That's where you got your power from. So a sun connection, you don't have to look at the sun or anything like that, but connect to its vibration. And you will feel it heal. It's like connect to the sun, have it go through you, go through those lifetimes and heal that energy. I believe you'll feel a change there.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely have a connection with the sun. I feel it.
Yes. Very much.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Blessings.
Yes.
I have Marvin's questions. He asked me to ask for him. 1 second. His first question, is, do I have any messages from any visitors or beings in the last 2 weeks?
Yes, a lot of Zeta energies around him recently, and also tall blonde Nordics have been around. Actually, there's been a lot of humor around him from the Nordics, as he's been getting along with them quite well. If he ever thinks of a joke or anything like that, that's coming from them. So he is assisting for alien contact. He is making it better. Of course, there's actually a lot of UN blockage there for alien contact. Of course, this is the galactic UN, but it's from your world. So something he can connect to also, because he is being heard by them. Let's put it that way. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. His second question is, he's having some irritation on his eyelids, and he calls them styes, and he's asking if he can get some healing or intervention from his family in space.
Yes, it will be mostly from the Zeta energies of bringing him assistance. That has a lot to do with he's changing DNA-wise. At least he's opening up more, because they are around him, and it does seem like they're around him enough where he's feeling their effects slightly. So, and for Bob, we have one more message for you. You are connected to the sun's consciousness, which means that you had other incarnations as a sun in other incarnations.
Okay. All right.
So
thank you.
You connect with.
Connect with Helios.
Yes.
Much love. Blessings.
Yes.
Thank you. Up next is Pamela.
Mendelson, how are you?
Greetings. We are doing well.
Okay, you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So greetings. I've heard that some galactic races shared a rocky past with the human race and all this mix of races that we represent. And that's why they have come to assist us in our ascension process. And maybe that's a part of the disclosure process that we are in the process of knowing. So what's your take on that?
Well, we never left. We've always been here. Of course, a lot of beings do not agree with the way humans are treating themselves. So the way how humans treat each other, a lot of alien beings were affected by it and had a whole lot of difficulties adjusting to this human environment. They've never seen anything like this before, not like this. Yes, they've seen skirmishes on worlds, but where the human race totally turns itself against itself is unheard of. So many beings have had difficulties reconnecting to humans, and many of them are making peace with your race at this time. So we've always been around, yes, assisting, but we've been pushed away too, as you could probably feel that. So yes, we are rejoining your world, as you can see.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes.
And I just got out of the alien closet recently, so I just I became aware that I have alien DNA very recently. I didn't know about this. I am, a newbie in these topics. So yeah, there's a lot to learn and understand, and I understand that I do have a past with winged ones, with bird beings.
Yes.
I have, in the room that I am right now, it's full of my bird paintings. So what can you say, what message do you get from your collective, from your consciousness?
Well, yes, you have a long past with reptilians as a bird being, but as actually a Palladian being, as to, you can say, father the reptilians, because they became so erratic on worlds. They just, as you can say, lost their minds. They got addicted to their own ways of life and caused a lot of difficulties on other worlds, such as yours. And as a Palladian being, you can call yours, there's not really a name for it in your world, but like a enforcer. Well, you're there to bring peace with the reptilians, basically.
Yeah.
To remove their darkness. Well, at least their heavy attacks, let's put it that way. So you had to go to war. You didn't want, now you've had incarnate as a tall blonde Nordic, you've had other connections, but as a Nordic being, basically is to basically watch out for the reptilians basically on a daily basis. So you wanted to keep what species were warning from them, but sometimes they get so aggressive they'll take out the civilization altogether, and that was the last thing you wanted. So there's a hope, like where this, like your world can be easily more influenced, where it can't function anymore. So there's a balance there, and you're a part of that balance. And
Thank you.
as a bird being, you've had many, the blue jays, the bluebirds, you've had a lot of those energies. There's a lot of others, but the ones that are just the singing and just having a blast, without all the galactic drama we've had. So
Will I sing? Will I sing more?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, good. Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Good night.
Yes.
Blessings.
Up next is Gina.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
How are you doing at this moment?
I am doing well. Thank you.
Yes, that's great. Okay, I am just wondering what is around me, these days, because it seems like there is so much negativity around me, and
Well, you have a lot of Pleiadian energies protecting you at this time. Now, negativity is coming from religion. Archon religion, mostly Archon manipulations that are going around the world at this time, at least from what I can see. So that's where a lot of your vibration is going into to heal that situation on your planet.
Okay.
There are most likely other beings. They're not making themselves clear, but I do see the Pleiadian beings around you at this moment. Of course, you have the angelic beings, but I do see the Pleiadian beings as the Archon energies have gotten really strong recently into your mental state.
Okay, yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah, to drive you crazy in some ways.
Yeah. True.
That's Archon energy. They're trying to get you to kind of go against yourself.
Correct. Yes.
Yes. Trying to cause depression. Yes, and just they like to cause headaches.
Yeah.
So,
that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And my second question is there any messages from anyone?
Yes, Archangel Michael says that you do have some of his DNA. Is another reason why you're attracting trouble, but you're also healing it.
Okay.
So there are times when you bring it to you, but only because it's part of your mission. Now, some people do attract problems. Sometimes they're just like, I can't get away from all this. So, but yours is more on of course, in the physical it happens, but it happens mostly in the astral world, as you're probably aware.
Yeah.
So you attract it to yourself, so others don't have to deal with it. At least the ones that are the troublemakers, as you're probably aware of.
Okay, so I'm very good at attracting trouble to me. I think I'm that here too. You see.
Yes, and even in the physical world, but you are sending a lot of these beings away to. There's like a whole nother journey there, a whole nother reality that you can go into. I'm not sure if you need to go into it now, but.
Okay, thank you so much, and much love to you, and blessings.
Yes, blessings.
Thank you.
Up next is Inverter.
Greetings.
Greetings and salutations. My first question. There is a lot of talk and I think research of meditating or doing any kind of focus for 15 minutes, and that 15 minutes will yield faster growth and results than, say, meditating for hours. That focusing after 15 minutes, there is actually that meditating more than 15 minutes, there is actually a decrease in neural pathway development or something like this. What insights can you share on this? I have meditated for hours in my past and was encouraged to meditate for long periods of time in my past. What would you say that 15-minute meditations would be more beneficial
Yes.
for me?
Well, I believe you're growing out of the long meditations. Those that meditate for hours, you can say it's on an individual basis, but some need to heal the past, heal themselves. It also takes them into the astral realm more often because they need to be there. For you, it feels like you need to be more in the physical world. You know, meditating is good to clear out negativity, but then to go back into the physical world, do your, you know, complete your mission. And an hour meditation will take you out of it. It feels like it's unproductive. It used to be productive, but not anymore. It doesn't seem like it's that much anymore. What we see.
That is very, very interesting.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so you're saying there's truth to this 15-minute research?
Well, for you, yes, for you, and also, I mean, life's a meditation, so
yes,
you can close your eyes and connect when you need to. It can be for a minute, 2 minutes. It doesn't have to be for 15 minutes. But I believe 15 minutes is an excellent exercise, definitely.
That's interesting. So you're saying it has to do with belief systems. That's
exactly your intention, your belief system. Yes.
That's basically what I would have guessed you would have said. Yes. Anyway, my second question. A long time ago, I read this story from an author named Drunvalo Melchizedek, and he talked about the story in this Flower of Life, Volume 2 that he wrote. It was about this alleged true story of him meditating and being very still and having an out-of-body experience. He ended up in space in a kind of a spaceship. He spent around 3 days in this spaceship. While on this out-of-body experience, he experienced a few things, but basically he learned that the sun back around the 90s had expanded to where it engulfed planet Earth, and that there was this kind of a thing made by extraterrestrials, basically, to where they created a kind of hologram to everybody on planet Earth, to where they would basically live in a matrix, to where this hadn't happened, and to where basically the sun had remained in its in its form, instead of engulfing and destroying the earth. And so basically it gave us a chance to sort of evolve, and it just gave us basically a second chance. I just wanted to know what you could what you have to say about this, you know, whether it was true or, I mean, I understand about parallel realities, but I just wanted to hear you.
This happened in his reality. Now, this is his interpretation of what's going on with your planet today. So there's different interpretations. So there's billions of them, because all of you have your own interpretation of it. That's so for him, that was his interpretation of it, which will help others understand this reality. So look at it that way. So yes, that is real in his world. Yes. Some see it. This is an AI world, as many of you are seeing it. Some see it as a bird world, etc. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's very interesting.
Yes.
Well, I've always had that in mind. So I just wanted to hear you say that. Yes. Thank you so much, and so much love to you.
Yes, blessings to you.
Next is Braden. Braden. Braden, 2, 3, 4. All right. Next up is Lucy.
Hello, Mendelson.
Well, greetings to you.
Hello. I would like to know what negative entities are around me, and why I should merit so much celestial extraterrestrial guardians?
It seems like you've attracted much of the lower dimensional grays around you recently because your work with Mother Earth is interfering with their technologies from what I see. So, yes, I believe it's mostly with the Zetas you're causing interference with them as they communicate with each other too.
Okay.
I believe you're doing that deliberately.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, good, that's working.
But they don't know how to stop you, but they are around. There's like 2 or 3 of them around you. They come and go.
Right, I can pretty much tell them, yeah. I just have to tell them to get out of my head.
They're trying to confuse your mind, yeah. Yes.
Right.
Mother Earth's energy, I'll send you energies for this. Yes, they're kind of
thank you.
They're a complicated bunch, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure are. For little plastic robots. Anyway, okay, so then I'm wondering if you could tune into the reason why I feel like I'm gonna faint every time I stand up.
One moment. Well, it only feels like, yes, you're so connected to Mother Nature's energy. You feel like you don't want to stand. It's like, you just want to kind of weigh into the vibrations. Because when you are sitting, it feels like you're going to a meditation.
Right.
Even if you're not you just dive right into it. So your body's relaxed. Not that you just want to sit all day. It's just that your body goes into relaxation and it connects to the earth. So when you stand up, it's taking you out of that. And you still want to connect with the earth. So this is more the energies when you're used to not having a body. This is no big deal. But having a body is the complications that comes with it.
One of the complications, anyway.
One of them, at least, yes.
All right. Thank you very much, and blessings.
Yes. I want to add also that, yes, you are one of our species, if you're aware of that.
Yeah, I was almost going to ask you if my owl, Alistair, was part of the collective.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's right here right now, so I was wondering. Yeah, he's my... Thank you. I'm very proud of that. I love my birds. All of them.
Because the owl is a protector.
Yes, he came to me as a little baby, and he's been my owl. So yeah, I love him, and I love you too. Thank you.
I'm gonna try Braden again. Braden.
I don't believe he's present at this time.
2, 3, 4. Okay. Up next, sorry, is Colin. Do you want to ask your questions, Colin?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Good to be connected to you. How's the 6th dimension?
Doing well, yes. We realize if your dimension needs all the 6th dimension energies it can get, but the Earth's receiving what it can handle at this time.
Okay. Do you and your collective have a message for me?
Yes, one moment. Yes, you are. Let's see. Yes, you do have a complicated timeline at this time, as you're probably aware of. One moment. You are, connecting more to your higher self. Oh, yes. The complications in your life, at least relationship-wise, to get you more connected to your spiritual connections, kind of speed things up. As in other incarnations, you've been connected but kind of lazy. In this incarnation, you want someone to throw a fire on you, basically. So it's kind of forcing your abilities to come out, as you can see. So these difficulties are all for a reason, to speed things up, to get you to connect to your higher self, your guides, and kind of to get it more active than it has been in the past. So you're wondering about the benefits. That's the benefits of it. So
thank you.
Yes.
I feel like I have a lot of questions for you, and I'm going to ask kind of another self one, being that you're a carry-on. So I've had a lot of interactions, really interesting with owls, as kind of like a guide, and one well, anyway, and some other bird stuff. But lately, there's been some interesting connections with crows. Not, they haven't really been directed at me, but like today, it felt like there was one flying around when I was sitting outside, and then it landed on a branch up above me and wasn't looking at me, but was kind of calling. So I'm wondering if there's anything from them towards me.
Yes, they say new changes are coming. You are looking for relief, as basically the main test is over. So you've accomplished what you're here to accomplish, at least connecting to your spiritual direction. Things will come easier. Give it time. It's not fully, you're not in that gear completely, but you will realize that your abilities will come more easier than they have in the past. So what is going on is you cleared a lot of blockages. And so now you're going to slowly receive the benefits when those benefits are needed to be connected to. So yes, your lesson is very bumpy for a reason, because there's, like I said, there's been much neglect from a previous incarnation. And because you didn't understand your own abilities and understand how to connect to them, as many are in this dimension, as you can see. But here you wanted to step it up and know more about yourself, but also know what's going on in the world. Cut through the matrix, basically. So
awesome. So the crows are kind of singing about it?
Yes, there's a sign. It's almost like having a vulture show up.
Yeah.
It's like I think you're rather a crow than a vulture, but because it's showing like the death of the old you can see.
I see. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for coming in. Blessing.
All right. I'm pretty sure he's not here, but I'll say his name one more time. Brayton. 2, 3, 4. Now it's my turn. I'm Michelle.
Thanks.
Hi, Mendelson.
Yes.
So, it's been a really high-powered week full of emotionally human-charged stuff that I don't really want to get into, but so I don't know what my connection with the Carian are, for instance, or if there is one. So maybe you could elucidate me on that. If not, give me something different. If I don't have a connection with you, like through time, space and time.
Well, yes. Well, there's many positive connections with the Carians. Yes, there's also other lifetimes where you're kind of trying to get away from us. It's like I think you stole stuff from the Carians from the past, like crystals and things of that sort.
I'm a tricky widget like that.
Yes.
Crystals, no shit. That's my favorite thing to do.
Exactly. So it's like, wow, that looks nice. I should own that.
That's right. That's how I feel about them.
Yes, exactly. And when you think of a palace that's very open, free, anybody can come and go. You came in, just grabbed it, and left, basically.
Yeah, that does not surprise me at all.
So
what kind of time frame is that in?
It varied before your Earth, actually, a long time ago.
What does long mean? Does that mean 1,000,000 years ago? Does that mean 1,000
yes,
billions?
It's been a long, yes. All your souls here are very old.
Am I?
Everybody is. Yes. Old as the universe. Everyone, at least in this area, at least in this, is older than the universe. This universe.
That's very interesting.
Now, it doesn't mean you have incarnations like this all the time, because worlds like this make you feel very old.
Yeah,
as you're aware. But other worlds, you're having fun and stealing things and stuff. So
that's so in my nature. It's so irritating. Like I just want to be a good person, but also I want to be a terrible person.
Well, that's part of. Well, yes, use your charm. No, not everybody sees what you're up to either.
All right. So, I don't know. I've got some stuff I discovered this week that is kind of like heavy on my emotional system. And I've been feeling really ill in my solar plexus. Like I'm releasing, or at least according to my daughter, I'm releasing a lot of gross from my system. So I would like somebody in the vast multiverse who cares,
Mhm.
to give me some guidance or a message about, what I need to do to heal like as rapidly as possible, and like just start
Well,
booking it into my life's purpose, which I seem to be like obscuring at all times.
yes, it is. Yeah, it's kind of it's to talk. It's to talk it out. It's to talk. Have somebody that you can talk to. It can be several people. It's basically so you can even through your own abilities to reach into it further of why this has happened. Now, I believe I can connect some of these energies. Basically, yes, a male energy was basically of a reptilian race that you had difficulties connecting to in the past. So you being, we could say, attacked was basically trying them to bring you into their collective, which did not happen. So you kind of rejected. So it's like they found you at a vulnerable time in your life, basically. So yeah, this has been kind of like an enemy of yours in the past.
Yeah,
So
that's not surprising or anything.
yes, he's
But
been yes. So releasing is I would say digging into it further
okay.
to really go into the ugly of it to release it.
So do you feel like the most effective way to release is via meditation or via getting other people to work on me with energy work or acupuncture or hypnosis?
Hypnosis.
Okay, word.
Because you need to talk it out of yourself. You need to reach into it and let it go.
Okay.
That's why I say talking is good. And hypnosis would be excellent, actually. And yes, I would do it as long as you can because it's so many, it reaches so far into your galactic heritage. You can say it also brought you to this world.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you're going to treat me well, or are you going to not be my, not be my friend? And obviously they broke that friendship.
Right.
So
thank you very much.
yes.
So I have one last question for my daughter Brooke.
Yes.
Just a message for her highest good at this time.
Yes, she is, I believe, a crystal children. This is the energy I'm receiving from her. Brought here by the Arcturians, from what I can see, to assist the Earth in going into it and going to start releasing it. She's not really here physically. I mean, she is, but a lot of her, you're seeing like a part of her. There's much more of. She cannot handle much more of her into this world. So the soul can be, when you incarnate your soul, you do a certain percentage. If you have too much, like some become, disabled at a young age, and many of you can go through this too. But with her, she's like I can say a fire on this planet. She's like a galactic nun. And she's here to repent sins and things of that sort. So if she connects that galactic nun, there's different rituals she can use, what comes to her.
Very interesting. I said that was the last question, but I'm going to switch it up and I'm going to ask for a message for my son, Evan, also.
Yes, he is releasing a lot of negative reptilian incarnate. Yeah, he's been similar to you in a lot of ways of getting into things he should not be getting into. And I believe he's very quiet in this incarnation, from what I can see, because he used to be very loud and he's kind of got beat up quite a bit, at least in the reptilian world. Of course, he's connected to other species, but the reptilians seem like they get away with what they do. Got away with a lot. So eventually it caught up to him. So here he's learning how to mannerisms here to better himself, basically.
Right.
So, there's probably more to it, but that's what I'm seeing right now.
Well, Mendelson, it's been such a delight. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, the bird. Everyone has an incarnation of the bird, especially those that tone, singing. The bird energies are very strong.
Definitely do that.
Blessings to you all.
Blessings.
blessing or anything?
I'll do one. Anybody else want to prior?
Huh?
Anybody else want to do a blessing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who said that, so I'm not really sure. So I'll just do it. Namaste.
That was from Mother Mary too, from what I felt.
Aww.
Sounded slightly Celtic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Felt Mother Mary's energy there for sure.
Sweet. I need it.
As soon as you're,
Everybody needs it.
That was excellent. Yeah, that was just yeah.
Are we still live?
Yeah. One set. Much love, Mike.